2 events in, and we've had a bit of everything so far. Close finishes, come from behind victories, multiple records falling, and even some DNFs. But now, we're ready for the third event of the individual Quadrilla Marble League, a classic, brought back from the qualifiers, brought back from previous seasons. It's hurdles. Marbles will have to traverse through 3 different sets of hurdles. In this Quadrilla course, you can see 4 different legs if they want to capture the gold. So we look at the standings. After the second event, Tarzan has claimed 2 medals, the bronze and a gold. They're in front of Bluetail and Poison. Both of them got a medal in the last event in swimming. Poison with the gold. This event, a bracket event, so if you get the win in your heat, you will advance to the quarterfinals. If you don't, you're knocked out. Now, Sandstorm and Neptune in the first heat. It's pretty close. Neptune slightly ahead. They stumble in the third leg, and that means Sandstorm will get the lead and the win in the top lane. You can see them actually slowing down quite a lot as they approach the finish. That actually results in pretty slow times for both. 6.59 for Sandstorm, even slower for Neptune. And especially slow when you compare it to the record 5.2 set by this marble in the bottom lane. Bluetail facing off Denim, though Denim is not going to make it easy. The qualifiers winner, it's very close between these two, but Bluetail carries more speed towards the finish at the final part of the fourth leg, and by 11/100ths of a second, Bluetail will get the win. But that was very close. Denim actually quite ahead after the final hurdle, but then Bluetail had that extra bit of speed, and they will advance. Now, Poison and Rasher in the third heat. Battle of the nominated marbles. Poison, great win in the last event, but they're very slow in the second leg. Rasher comfortably ahead, and Rasher will advance, and it was not close at all. Poison did not take that first hurdle well at all. I think a bit out of sorts, and 6.58 seconds, that is not going to be a good time. Towards the bottom for sure. Now, Wave Runner and Shamrock in the fourth heat. Shamrock did get a bronze in the Quadrilla race. In the first event, Wave Runner hasn't got a medal yet. Wave Runner, though, fast in the second leg. They're ahead, and they will stay ahead. Shamrock could not catch up, and so Wave Runner will get advancement. Quite needed, 5.57 seconds. That's a very fast time. Quite needed for Wave Runner. They have not had the best start in this season. Now, Blizzard and Ecto in the fifth heat of 8. Blizzard did get the win in this event in the qualifiers. Ecto, though, of course, Season 1 champion. We'll see what they can do. Oh, pretty close, both of them. Ecto, I think, slightly ahead. It's very close, actually, coming out of the final hurdle. But Ecto will carry more speed in the bottom lane, and they will actually quite easily get the win by over half a second. 6.28 seconds for Blizzard. Really lost a lot of speed towards the end. Now, Tarzan and Goop in the sixth heat. Tarzan, the championship leader, but Goop has been rapid in the hurdles before, and huge speed for Goop. Will he be able to pull the upset? No, Tarzan comes out of nowhere in the top lane, and in the final leg, after the final hurdle, Tarzan got a huge bit of speed, and 5.47 seconds. They get the fastest time of the event so far, and they will be upholding at least a streak of top half finishes. Java and Seabed now in the 7th heat. Java got the win in this event last season. Seabed won this event in the friendly round. It's pretty close. Seabed ahead, but Java almost caught up in the top lane. You can see Seabed was ahead in the second lane, in the second leg, and then Java catches up in the third, almost fully caught up in the fourth, but by 7/100ths of a second, Seabed will move on ahead of Java. Now, Rainforest and Mystic Orb for the final heat. What can the host do? Can they beat Mystic Orb in the top lane? Mystic Orb, great first hurdle, and great second hurdle as well. That third leg was very fast from Mystic Orb, and they are quite easily going to be moving on. That was a very fast time, 5.43 seconds. That's the fastest time of the event so far. Rainforest, 6.19. Not great for them. So you look at the best of the rest, it goes to Shamrock, Goop in 10th, down to Neptune, who gets another last place. Poison also getting only 1 point out of this event after getting the full 25 in the last one. They're not going to be very happy with that. But now we're going to move on to the quarterfinals with Sandstorm and Bluetail starting us off. Sandstorm didn't have a great time. Bluetail had a better one and is the record holder. Sandstorm, though, keeping pace. And it's gonna be close, but it will be Bluetail. Bluetail is so good at just managing to avoid the loss of momentum right at the end when they approach the finish, and 5.93 seconds, they go sub 6 again. Sandstorm, a pretty slow time, 6.46. They're going to be in the bottom part of the top half. Now, Rasher and Wave Runner in the second quarterfinal, rather. Oh, very close. Rasher actually ahead in the top funnel, in the top lane, and they will win ahead of Wave Runner. Wave Runner did keep up until about this part in the third leg when Rasher really carried that speed forward and got the 5.4 second time. That's the fastest time of the event so far, but still 2/10 off the record set by Bluetail. Now, Ecto and Tarzan. Can Ecto do what Goop couldn't and knock out the championship leader? They're going to be close, but they are not going to do it, and Tarzan will yet again get a top 4 finish. 5.58 seconds for Tarzan, not quite the fastest time of the event, but good enough for them to move on. Ecto, not too far off, but they were not moving on now. Seabed and Mystic Orb in the final quarterfinal. Both of these marbles got pretty good times, especially Mystic Orb in the heats, but Seabed ahead after the second hurdle. And it will be Seabed moving on. Mystic Orb, I think, perhaps expended some of that energy in the heat with that very fast time. They will not have a great time this time. Seabed will comfortably beat them in this quarterfinal. So Wave Runner will get 5th. Much needed points for them. Ecto, another solid finish in 6th. Mystic Orb 7th. And Sandstorm in 8th. As we get ready to determine the medals with the semifinals. Bluetail and Rasher, the winner will move on to the final. Loser will go to a bronze medal match. Bluetail has so much experience in this event, but Rasher has been very fast, and they continue with that speed in the bottom lane, and in that second leg, they really stretched it out, did Rasher. Bluetail had nothing to show for it. Bluetail didn't really make a mistake, it was just how fast Rasher was in that second and third leg, and 5.4 seconds, they matched their time from the quarterfinal. They are going to be a favorite heading into the final. Who will join them though? Tarzan or Seabed? Can Tarzan be on for another top 2? Seabed though ahead, and it will stay that way. Yes, it will. Tarzan could not catch up, so Tarzan will get bronze at best. And so some of those other marbles will be happy to hear that. But Seabed, a good time, 5.56 seconds. Tarzan, quite slow, but still, they might be on for a bronze medal here against Bluetail. They're not going to make it so easy though. Bluetail or Tarzan? Tarzan, who you got for the bronze medal? It's very close. Tarzan, though, very ahead, but then a third lane in the third leg. It was all Bluetail, and Bluetail will get the bronze because of it. You can see Tarzan just losing that speed in the second part of the third leg, and Bluetail capitalized and will get the bronze ahead of Tarzan. But now for the final. We had a nominated marble win the previous event. Another one will win this one, but who will it be? Rasher or Seabed? Seabed ahead, but Rasher ahead after the second hurdle. Seabed catches up, and Seabed will win the gold in hurdles. It was not without a lack of trying on Rasher's part, though, ahead after the second hurdle, and it was close coming after the final hurdle, but Rasher could not keep up with Seabed, and they will stand on the top step of the podium in hurdles. After a very back-and-forth event, Seabed, with that gold medal, goes into the lead, but only by 1 point, ahead of Tarzan. Bluetail, with the second medal of these games, in third, and it's Rasher jumping up 3 spots into fourth, Poison in fifth, Mystic Orb in sixth, Shamrock in seventh, and Ecto rounding out the top half. The next event will be the Broken Beam returning from Season 3. Stay tuned.